call the meeting to order with a salute to the flag led by Chief Joseph Giraldo.
Hand on the heart. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Remains standing for a moment of silence for our departed members and for the men and women who are serving in the armed forces. Okay, at this time, I will enter, we need a roll call.
Commissioner Lyons?
Here.
Commissioner Joya?
Here?
Commissioner Torgrosa?
Here.
And myself? And that's it.
Okay, I will entertain a call for, to dispense with the normal order of business.
Motion.
So moved. And I'll entertain another motion to open the 2019 budget hearing.
Motion.
Second? Motion.
There were copies of the 2019 preliminary budget available on the desk here. Everybody got a copy. Also would like to notify the public that the hearing was properly published in the district newspaper and the affidavit of publication is available if anybody would like to see it. The notice was published on the Town of Hempstead website along with a copy of the 2019 preliminary budget.
Okay. At this time, I'll open the floor to the public for public comments. Anybody would like to speak? Questions, comments? Okay. We're going to wait. I believe the usual and customary time is probably about 15 minutes, maybe a half hour. We'll adjourn. See if anybody will wait and see if anybody else shows up.
Budget, you can talk now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, question.
Yes, ma'am.
On the budget, Margaret, I'd like to know why you were going to build another maintenance building when we already have one. Isn't that in the budget, Margaret?
The maintenance building, we have plans to upgrade and expand to accommodate the needs of the department. There's no extra, we're not raising taxes to do this. We've done planning to do this. It's in keeping with our budget. We budgeted to do this, so it's just to maintain the apparatus, upkeep the apparatus.
Why do we have to build a little brand new building if we already have one?
We're out of room. The existing building, firehouse was built in the 50s,
Yeah.
and it's dated. It's in good shape. The building has been well taken care of. The apparatus has gotten bigger. We have a lot more equipment. So rather than some of the equipment now that we have on the outside, now we could put it on the inside, so it's not out in the elements. So we've looked into this. We have the room to put up a prefabricated building, and like I said, it's not going to impact the taxes. Your taxes aren't going up.
Yeah.
And we're proud. Yeah, ma'am, we're proud to say that we haven't raised taxes in about 10 years. And I don't think there's too many government agencies out there that could make that claim.
So what are you gonna do with the old building that we have?
We're gonna keep, actually, what we're gonna do is, we have plans to move the ambulances into that building. So the ambulances, we're trying to rebuild our EMS company, and we want to give them an area that we're gonna set aside for training, and we'll actually move the ambulances into their own area. Right now, the way things were set up back then, years ago, is that all the apparatus was in one building. So everybody was in there, the ambulances, the engines, you have rescue, you have fire police, you have the hook and ladder, and it was all consolidated into one spot. So what's happened now is we're out of room. So it's not a tremendous structure, it's actually pretty modest, and looking forward, we anticipate that will, just meet our needs going into the future.
I have another question. You have a community room. Can the town, can Franklin Square use that community room, like for meetings and whatnot, when other places are, filmed and so forth?
The meeting room is pretty much for the department members. We don't entertain outside organizations coming in, because if we do for one, then we kind of open the door, and then we have to do for all, and it involves insurance, and
It's a liability issue.
it becomes a liability issue. So on those grounds, we just say a blanket policy of we don't do that.
Okay.
It's not really a community room, it's just a department meeting room.
All right. Well, I'm not happy with the answer, but that's all right.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
So far, I see you getting around.
Okay.
I see you getting around.
Yeah, as well as can be.
Oh, okay, I'll just say, ma'am, I do have some more information for you, that a permissive referendum was opened back in 2014 to do the construction for this building, so it's not something new.
Was the town, was the community informed about this?
Back then, yes, and it was approved back then.
In 2014?
In 2014, yes ma'am, that's correct.
I don't remember it, but. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
If it was approved back then why are we waiting until now to do it?
It's a process. The engineers have to come in, surveys have to be made, studies have to be made, environmental impact, everything. It's not an easy process to put up any kind of building. There's a lot involved, so there's bid proposals, and everything has to be looked at. The board looks at everything, and we try to get the most for our dollar without passing it on to the taxpayers, which we've done.
5 years. 5 years it takes.
I got a question.
Yes.
Can we budget a little bit of money to put up a website for the district so people could be informed on what meetings are and everything? And wouldn't that be a great idea?
It's a great idea.
It costs like next to nothing.
The other two members of the board aren't here, and obviously I would bring that back to them, and we would discuss it
Okay.
as a board.
Because it'd be nice, because I can't always get the Franklin Square Bulletin, so I don't know when the meetings are all the time, so.
There is a
It's not
message
online.
board.
Hmm?
There's a public message board out front.
Yeah, but I mean, I have to drive over here. I mean, it's not like really, it's easy just to go on my computer and, you get a notification like you do with the town of Hempstead, 40 Park, Garden City. You just sign up for a notification, you get it in the email, and you get a reminder that the meeting's tonight, so. You know.
I will, Felix, I'll bring it back to the entire board when they're present.
Okay.
he's been constantly here too, which is good. Usually the horses kind of happy.
I'm just keeping an eye on it. Yeah, I saw it, he's got the, with the hammer, so he can make sure it works, as he's saying. The concrete truck in there, it'll take him, when that thing's cleared out, it'll probably take him about 40 minutes to pour it in. It is, it's a thick slab.
Plus the reach. Big break.
Yes.
So what station?
Well, plus the doorbell was on, he's like, and like, me and John go over like, what, do we think people should get, what did it change? And then plus, not like, what, the real speed, actually, nothing, the guy's like,
It's been proactive.
really, really, really tough. And check out, look at the work like, the exterior doors.
Yeah,
No, it's security that. We should tell John for a couple of years.
That's a
To see if we
couple
can
of
find
things.
it. Handle the stick, the roll stick, three left those in,
I think that was the original doors, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah.
Because some of those doors were the original wood doors, I remember that.
I enjoy my life. That's how I retired.
Keep walking in and doing, I keep busy.
You know, rest and rust.
Chief's over.
Yes.
Retire, you expire. So I want to retire.
Take a whole jam.
They said that that's it.
Reset it. It's like even more.
Someone should complain about it.
That whole thing is, big time.
That's my muscle. 10 years old. That's what he had left.
This is
He gave half of it to the basketball team.
This is where the water,
He gave half of it. He had 20 million left.
I'm sure your parents would have remembered, that they used to come down here, chase the rabbits, almost do a little fishing in the stream. Yeah.
My dad was responding. And,
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
that's when he started. He really did. I think it do
Really?
That's like, and the Giants was on our.
It was all German back then.
Do you remember Bull Brown?
No. Down at that end.
Yeah.
I used to go there a lot. He used to have like a little house right there.
Yes, yeah, the dollhouse. Yeah,
After that.
yeah. And, his grandfather
Same
worked
as
there.
house.
And he owned the corner house. And he owned this whole house over here, they had dogs, he used to breed, bird dogs. And him and his brother
His brother is young.
owned Hoffman Beverage. Remember they eat the beverage place?
Sure.
That was his brother, and then, I don't know, who owned Hoffman Champagne? Right, that was another set. They owned everything back in the thousands. Yeah, big farm.
They don't understand. They don't understand everything that they're doing. Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, is it done?
every Saturday, I'm up, this is 5 firehouse.
We don't know.
I used to work with Bob.
Yeah.
Every Saturday.
So let's say you were bonding,
The
then
trophies are
they
taken out
still,
of
let's say they
the
have
plane,
bond,
everything.
they still could
Every
use
inch.
stuff from it.
Yeah, we can.
From the general fund.
They
could use that money to
You call it.
pay over the general
You
fund.
can do it any way you want.
7 a.m.
Things, yeah.
to 2. And clean every inch of this one.
If they're going over budget.
Other things too.
I-
It's very important to still have like documents online,
Stuff with the
easy to
major
see.
things that are
I've been reading online for like Town of Hempstead and stuff online about 2012. Now, you could track a referendum, now you could say, okay, this, and then you go back, and you could see when it was first proposed, how much money, the bonds, and everything, I get the audits, you can see it, so you can make heads and tails of it, it's still a lot of work to do it, but at least there's a path. You don't have anything in front of you, there's no.
What's your
path.
pleasure,
You're
Commissioner?
Foiling the information and then waiting 20 days to get it.
At this time, Mr. Shannon, nobody else appeared, I make a recommendation. Meeting is closed.
You could ask them.
Okay, we have a motion to close the meeting. No one
Can I just
else?
ask one more question?
Yes, ma'am, go right ahead.
How much money is allocated already for this new building? Do you know offhand?
I don't know off the top of my head, but if you give me a minute, maybe we could get you a number. All right.
And also, what happens if you go over budget on this?
Where,
We're locked into a contract.
where it's
Not to exceed.
contractual, you can,
We have a contract.
it's not,
to
it's
exceed.
not an open-ended contract.
Oh. So
They
whatever
have
it is,
to, they have to stick to,
they have to stick to
they
the
have to
money
stick
that's
to
been
the agreement. If
allocated?
they don't stick to the agreement, it's on them, it's not on us, it's not passed on to the taxpayer.
So in other words, if the building's gonna cost, say, $700,000, they have to stick within that 700,000?
Absolutely, absolutely, as per terms of the agreement.
Oh, okay. So anything over that, then they have to eat it?
They're not gonna go over, because
Well-
every step of the way is monitored. You know, there's so much money allocated for each phase of construction, and they have to meet that.
Okay, all right, thank you.
You're welcome.
The contracts
We don't have the information on what the cost of the building.
I mean, I don't have it right in front of me. So I get it from Louis? What? No, because it's the open permission
All right.
referendum.
and then you go to court.
No, I'm not. You can call me, I can, you can, she can contact me.
This was very
Well, then next time is regular meeting.
Okay.
If you would like, ma'am, we'll have that information at the regular board meeting coming up
And
on the
when is that?
24th.
On the 24th?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I think I have another meeting on me.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor to adjourn, second. All in favor? Aye. All right, motion carries. The meeting is now closed. Thank you very much.